Building lives and constructing destinies. This is Coach SB, and I welcome you to another episode of Dreamers Never Die Talks with Coach SB. Today, the approach is surprising, but different. In all my episodes, I've just been imposing content on you, my viewers, and I know that you have been enjoying it because you give me feedback. Today, I want to take you through a book that I co-authored with my wife, Amanda Balogi, a wife of 13 years in marriage. So when you are united by purpose, there is no challenge that will separate you. What separates you, it's your ignorance and the naivety of the purpose that glued you together in the first place. So we co-authored a book because I cannot be an author and not develop my wife to do what I do. So when I do what I do and the world celebrates me and I'm married to her, I need to bring her onto the boat so that we travel together towards a destination. So I have a book here in my hand. It's titled Right Spectacles, No Obstacles. It's a book about alignment of perception for maximum performance in the workplace, community space, business space, any space that you occupy. And I've got a subtopic here that says, see it correctly, achieve it directly. So I'm going to be reading some of the things that are written in this book so that you see how much you need the book. Please fasten your seatbelt, be geared up, and listen to what is written within this book. Right spectacles, no obstacles. Chapter 1, it's titled Perception, the Concept. Because this book is about perception throughout the book. So it's perception, the concept. Now, I read for you. Above it all, life and its outcomes centers around how we determine to think, believe, perceive, receive, conceive, choose, and produce. I can just stop right here and we are done with the episode. Because this statement on its own, it's pregnant. Pregnant and ready to birth ideologies, to birth intelligence and wisdom. I'm going to read it again for you. Above it all, life and its outcomes centers around how we determine to think, believe, perceive, receive, conceive, choose, and produce. Isn't it true that life centers around how we think, how we choose to receive things, how we conceive things, how we produce things? Life will never serve us with the same outcomes because we don't treat it in the same way. Isn't this true? Life will never serve us with the same outcomes because we don't treat life in the same way. There are those who are casual in approaching life, and there are those who are more formal and intentional in approaching life. What you give to life, you get back. This is the law of reciprocity. What you give towards life, it's what you're gonna get back. You give bitterness, you're gonna get bitterness. You give anger, you're gonna get back anger. You give homicide, murder, criminality, you're gonna get that. Because it's a seed you're planting, and seeds always produce after their own kind. So this is the reason I encourage people to never lose their individualism to other people's uniqueness. You may be living with people who are unique and different to you, but don't lose your individualism, because your individualism speaks to who you are, not only what you are or where you are. When you were born into this world, you were afforded a brain of your own, eyes of your own, and a heart of your own. Your brain is not someone else's brain. Your eyes, it's not someone's set of eyes. Your heart is not someone's heart, but it is yours. That's how different and unique you are. Use those to sell your uniqueness to a complex world. The world is complex, it's sophisticated, but you can sell your uniqueness for people to embrace your uniqueness. Sophistication will not work for you, but simplicity in the revelation of your nature will. Your nature determines your stature. Oh my goodness, write it down. Your nature determines your stature. In other words, your temperament determines your temperature. Your temperament determines your temperature. How hot or cold you are in functionality is determined by the quality and the version of your temperament. Your nature is unique but carries nations within it. So your nature, in its uniqueness, you are carrying nations. In other words, you are not local, you are global. You are not on earth only to push agendas that benefit only you, but to push agendas that benefit other people. You are purposefully alive to impart your nature to nations. Did you hear that? You are purposefully alive to impart your nature to nations. You must be remembered for what you did for others and not just for your personal material accumulations. So you may buy a car, a sport car. That's for only you. You will not be remembered for that. You'll be remembered for the lifts you have given to people who don't have cars. So you will not be remembered only for personal accumulations, but what you do for the next person. One person whom you touch might touch 10 more, and in that similar order, your impact will reach many nations. So you don't only reach many nations because you went to nations. You reach many nations because you impacted one person who then impacted 10. And that similar order goes on, and it will be your touch of nations through touching one person. As a speaker and an author, I have reached people I will never ever meet physically. They have watched me speak on TV like you are watching me, the internet, and even read my books. My nature is affecting nations. The choices you make reveal your intentions. The choices you make reveal your intentions. You will choose in the order of your desires. You will choose in the order of your intentions. Choices are byproducts of intentions. Intentions are products of your beliefs and perceptions. You don't desire outside of the circumference of your beliefs and perceptions. Whatever you desire, it is because of what you believe and the quality of your perceptions. What you value is of no worth to another person, and what is of no worth to you, someone else values. Beliefs are followed by actions. Every statement of faith must be followed by the works of faith. Every statement of faith must be followed by the works of faith. It's easy, it's simple to issue a statement of faith, but it's more challenging to act on the statement. And that's why the Bible says, faith without actions is dead. You live what you believe and only receive what you believe. You live what you believe and only receive what you believe. Isn't this good? You live what you believe and only receive what you believe. Your beliefs must not sabotage your potential. In other words, don't believe opposite your potential. Believe according to what you have potential to do and to produce. By this, I mean that you must be rational and not emotional about your beliefs. There are things you know that are impossible. Don't waste your energy trying them out. This is important because some of us waste energy on things that we know are impossible to achieve because of what we have at our disposal. So pursue that which you know it's possible to achieve, and it will be possible to achieve. Do what you can with what you have, and you stand a bigger opportunity or chance of succeeding. Think things through before you sink into your unreal imagination. So apply your literal mind whilst you pursue your imaginative mind, your imaginations. Your thoughts pattern must be developed to be so strong that cheap and negative thoughts don't take residence in your mind. It produces everything that is given the right to occupy space in the faculty of the mind. That's how your mind functions. You undermine your own intelligence when you grant residential title deeds to cheap, weak, and negative thoughts. Remember, I'm reading from the book today. That's my presentation. Your intelligence must spew out any thought whose potential is to destroy positive order in your mind.